I tried making pizza with Ezekiel dough. Whole wheat pizza usually turns dense or gummy, but this turned out completely different. And the reason this worked is not what you think. Ezekiel flour is mix of whole grains and legumes, very different from regular flour, and honestly, bit harder to work with. I fresh milled everything. This is what makes it more nutrient dense, but also more challenging. So the method really matters here. By the way, I'm Dr. Desai, a culinary medicine physician, and I wanted to see if this Ezekiel-style dough could actually work without turning gummy. I combined 80% of Ezekiel flour with 20% of freshly milled hard white wheat flour. Then I added water and let it rest. This process is called autolyse. This helps the flour fully hydrate. Without this, the dough stays tight. After that, I added my active sourdough starter, olive oil, salt, and for additional flavoring, I added some oregano, garlic powder, and nutritional yeast. I combined everything with help of a dough whisk and towards the end used my hand and put everything together into a ball. At this point it looks simple, but structure is starting to build. Instead of kneading, I used stretch and folds. Pull, fold, rotate, and repeat. Have you tried this before? This is where most people go wrong. Either not enough structure or too much handling. I did stretch and folds every 30 minutes for about 3 to 4 times. And as I continued, the dough became more stronger and smoother. After that, I let the dough bulk rise, not until fully double, but just about 40 to 60% rise. That makes a big difference in texture. Then into the fridge. This slow fermentation is what really transforms the dough. Next day, I let it rest at room temperature for about 20 to 30 minutes. Then I measured out about 800 grams of dough for my 14-inch cast iron pan and added that into my oiled pan. I let it relax and spread naturally for about a couple of hours here. Do not force the dough here. It will be ready when it looks soft and puffy. If you're making a pizza, don't dimple aggressively. You want to preserve the gas for a lighter texture. I drizzled some olive oil and par baked at 450 degrees Fahrenheit for about 7 to 9 minutes. This helped set the structure and made a big difference in texture. If you are baking later, let it cool completely on a rack. Do you like to par bake your pizza crust? When ready, brush a little olive oil on the crust, then sauce, cheese, and roasted veggies. Pre-cooking the vegetables is important to prevent sogginess. I baked the pizza in the oven for about 18 minutes on the middle rack, and then I moved it on the lower rack for about 3 to 5 minutes to crisp the bottom. At this point, I still wasn't sure, but this is what I got. I finished it with a little salt, olive oil, herbs, chili flakes, and even a little drizzle of honey to balance the fermentation. This had crispy edges, soft interior, and it was not gummy. And because this is an Ezekiel-style dough, more fiber and fermentation can make it easier to digest. If you want the full written recipe, comment recipe below and subscribe for more gut-friendly recipes that actually work. Let me know, would you try this pizza?